Now, this is how a guitar works. Well, and the pieces on a guitar. Okay, so this, I grabbed this one out here to show you. I have 3 guitars out at the moment. This is called a tremolo bridge, right here. There's many different kinds of these types of bridges. There are other guitars out there with fixed bridges. Let me grab my acoustic in order to show you that real fast. That's a fixed bridge right there. This is a fixed bridge on an acoustic. You even got these holes in here for you to easily put strings through it and easily string this acoustic guitar right here. It's very easy to string this thing up. There are other acoustics out there with pegs, which George will go over with you how to restring it one day maybe. But yeah, this is called a fixed guitar bridge right here. Put this back. Basically, obviously, it's fixed. It's not going anywhere. You know, it's made basically just to keep those strings there. And this right here is a tremolo bridge. It's able to be moved around. This one's able to move forward only. Yeah, forward only. And the reason why they call it a bridge is it bridges. If you look at the strings, you can't see that from that way. If you look at the strings right here, it causes the strings to form a bridge all the way across the neck, all the way to this little piece right here called the nut. And the basic function of a nut is the exact same thing that the bridge is used for. This helps form the strings into a bridge across the neck and across pickups and all of that, so you're able to play the instrument. Oh, if those two weren't there, basically you wouldn't be able to play it. You wouldn't have the strings wouldn't be taut. You wouldn't be able to press down on something and play some music. That's what they're for. I'll get more into other types, other uses of a bridge later on. But right now, I can show you a few more. For example, here's another type right here. This is an old form of a Floyd Rose. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is not an actual Floyd Rose. If you look right here, I don't know if you can read that, it says license under Floyd Rose right here. So this is not an actual Floyd Rose, but it functions as one. And what a Floyd Rose is, it's another type of tremolo bridge. Basically, you can push it up, pull it back a little bit. I don't have a whammy bar right here, so I won't be able to yank on it. You push it forward, pull it back. It causes a little bit of extra tension when you pull it back, and when you push it forward, loosens the strings up a little bit, adds a deeper note. And this right here is another form of that Floyd Rose. As you can see right here, it's got a whammy bar, right? And this is also licensed under Floyd Rose. This is not an actual Floyd Rose, but as you can see right here, it's got a cutaway in the back, so you can pull back and yank on it a little more, push forward on it a little bit more. You know, that's what these are for. These are to cause a little extra tension or loosen the strings up a little bit. And we will get into how to use those later on. That's more advanced techniques, and most likely will be in our paid classes. And that's this. So I showed you the nut and the bridge so far. These are the pickups. Obviously, from what I showed you on that guitar. I already showed you how they work, but I didn't tell you what kind they are. Closest to the bridge is the bass pickup. It takes in more of the bass sound. You know, the heavier notes emphasizes more on that bass. This is the middle. Yeah, the middle. Let's pick up the mid-range of all the notes. It emphasizes on both the bass and the treble. So this is the treble pickup. Furthest away, furthest away from the neck and closest to the bridge. That's how you always know. It's always closest to the bridge. It emphasizes more on the higher notes, which is best for solos, you know, or metal. You know, if you're really into metal music, you know, you like that really heavy sound. Just, you know, that's best for that, in my opinion. I put darker, crisper notes to each chord you play. I'm running out of breath. Alright, that's some little things right there. These are frets. These little metal bars right here, these are frets. The spaces in between them are also known as frets. They're not. They aren't actual frets, but they're also known as frets that add less confusion. But if you get really technical about it, these little metal pieces are actually the frets. That's where you press it. When you press down the string, that's what the string comes into contact with, therefore it causes a note. And what else do I do? Pick guard. If you see a pick guard, most likely you can take this off and flip it over, and on the inside you'll see all the internals. I'll get into those in the next video. Something a little bit more advanced. Something I don't even believe George knows how to do internals. He might. I haven't really gone onto it with him, but so far as I know, I'm the only one here that actually knows how to fix guitars and instruments. What else do I have to teach you? So this is the body. This is known as the body of the guitar. This from obvious, you know, earlier before. This is known as the neck right here, and this at the end of the neck. It could be. I don't think I've ever seen a guitar with a separate, with it separate from the neck. This is known as the headstock. This is where the strings come into contact. Right here. So it has all the tuning machines. Right here. So you can tune your guitar, and it has these little things to make sure that, you know, everything's in order. You know, so say it rubs up against the curtain and it doesn't catch. You know, that's what these are for. This is basically where you just put your strings at in order to be able to tune them, and it causes a link between the nuts. It causes a link from here all the way to the bridge, and it goes through the nut. The strings come from here, go through the nuts, go all the way to the bridge, and this is called a through body. Because of that, you put the string through there. Run them through all the way to the headstock. That's how that works. So, I think I've gone through a lot so far. Let me finish up a little bit. This is called an input jack. Right here, you just take the amp cord and ready to rock and roll. I've already gone over these. Tone, right here, and this is volume, obviously. And this is called a pickup switch selector. As you saw, my Warlock, I had two. On this one, it has only one. It goes between these right here. It has 5 selections. So right here, I'm using only the bass. Move it over, I'm using these 2 right here, the bass in the middle. Right here, I'm using only in the middle. I'm using these 2 right here. This is called a humbucker pickup. This is basically 2 pickups in one. But it's selected right here, I'm using this and this. This one specifically. these two right here, and if I move it right there, I'm using these two. That's how that works. And these are for straps right here. These are called strap buttons. And slime. And then you have the guard right here to keep you from the internals inside. And this is where you connect to your body. I'll go into all this and how it all works later on. I just wanted to make sure that you all knew what it was. What each little thing in here is. So that's everything on an electric guitar. Just about. Yeah. Yeah, that's just about everything. Alright. I'll get more into advanced stuff right later on, like this guitar right here. This is more advanced guitar. I've got some stuff that you don't recognize right here. The lambda bar you recognize, of course. These right here, you don't recognize these. This is a more advanced guitar right here. I'll get into these later on in lessons. So now that I've showed you everything, I believe that it's time to show you those jingles. Now, because we're starting out, we're going to start off only in standard tuning. This guitar is now in standard tuning, my other guitars are not. Standard tuning, E, A, G, E, A. George should have gone over it with you, but that's standard tuning. Alright, so our first jingle is the McDonald's jingle. Now, the way you play that is you start off right here at the 5th fret, okay? And you take whichever finger you feel most comfortable with. I usually start off with this one, my index finger. And you go to string number 5, the A string. Okay. And you start off with fret number 5. And you strike it up. And then you go and take either your ring finger or your pinky finger. I usually use my ring finger. You can take your pinky finger too. And you just go like that. That's the first two notes. So after that, once you hit this note, you go down to the 5th fret, right here, on the 4th string, your D string. Okay? Right after each other. Okay. After that, you have to slide down a little bit. Okay. You go from here to fret number 6. I believe this is 11. 10. This is fret number 10 right here. 5, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. Okay, go from 5 to 10. Right here. I usually use my middle finger to go here. And after that, you hit 9. And you go back to 10. 9 again. Slide, you don't hit it again, you slide your finger to number 7, which is right here. And after that, just slide over, and that's it. That's how you play the McDonald's jingle. So I'm going to do it slowly for you. again. Okay. When you play it right and you get it, you really start practicing it, you get it right, and you get it down, it's going to sound something like this. There you go. That's how you play the McDonald's jingle. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. It was pretty boring throughout most of it, so I guess I hope I find some sort of music to put underneath it, you know, in order to make it a little less boring, maybe a little bit of fun. Today's video is kind of long. I just really wanted to get through and show you all of it. You know, how it works, you know, what all the parts on the guitar are, you know, stuff like that. And I'll get more in depth in how they work later on. You know, just I really wanted to show you that. So, give you some sort of understanding of how an electric guitar works, how it's different from an acoustic or a classical guitar, how it's different from a bass guitar, you know, how it's different between those. I'll get more into, you know, how different stuff, you know, the different types of guitars and stuff like that, you know, the differences between them all. But for right now, you know, I just want to get that done and make sure you know. So, alright everybody, I hope you had a great time. I guess I'll see you around. My name is Instructor Danny, and these are the fundamentals of an electric guitar. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Like I said, it was kind of long, I know. I'm going to put some of these in parts and lay down some background music, and hopefully, you know, you come back around. We do offer classes, paid classes. We go more in depth, and we do it with individuals or maybe one or two of you, and we really get into depth with, you know, how to play, you know, what's on the guitars. We answer questions, all that good stuff. So just email us if you have any questions. If you want me to go over this again a little bit more in detail, I will. I felt like I was rushing, but I hope you understood what I was saying. And thank you very much, and I'll see you guys around. Hopefully you come back. All right, thank you.